As the first golden light spills across the endless dunes, a shadow darts between the rippling waves of sand, swift, silent, and utterly extraordinary. Behold the scorpion-tailed jerboa, a marvel of evolutionary ingenuity where the boundless energy of a jerboa meets the calculated lethality of a desert scorpion. Its body, no larger than a man's hand, is a study in paradox. Delicate, fur-covered limbs built for breathtaking leaps, yet crowned by a segmented, chitinous tail, curled like a question mark over its back. The tail's venomous barb glistens in the dawn, a reminder that even in this vast emptiness, danger wears many forms. This elusive hybrid makes its home in the hyper-arid heart of the Lut Desert, where temperatures soar beyond comprehension. Yet, the scorpion-tailed jerboa thrives thanks to a remarkable adaptation. Its kidneys are among the most efficient of any mammal, extracting every precious drop of moisture from its prey. It feeds primarily on sand-dwelling insects, but when opportunity strikes, it will ambush small lizards with a lightning-fast sting, paralyzing them before they can flee. Observe now as it moves, a series of rapid, erratic hops, each landing softer than a whisper. Its oversized hind legs, inherited from its jerboa lineage, allow it to cover 6 feet in a single bound, while its scorpion DNA grants it an uncanny ability to detect vibrations through specialized hairs on its tail. This dual sensory system makes it nearly impossible to surprise. Socially, these creatures are solitary but not antisocial. They communicate through a complex language of tail flicks and foot drumming, a Morse code etched into the sand. During mating season, males engage in a mesmerizing dance, leaping in figure eights around the female, their tails held high in a display of both courtship and caution. One misstep, and the dance could turn deadly. But perhaps most astonishing is their symbiotic relationship with the desert wind. When storms rage, the scorpion-tailed jerboa digs shallow burrows and anchors itself using its barbed tail, becoming a living kite. By riding the gusts, it can traverse miles in search of new hunting grounds, a nomadic existence written on the wind. Here, in this crucible of extremes, life does not merely endure, it reinvents itself. And the scorpion-tailed jerboa is but the first of many wonders waiting to be revealed. Deep in the shifting sands of the Sonoran Desert, where the heat shimmers like a mirage, evolution has crafted one of its most elusive masterpieces, the chameleon coyote. A seamless fusion of reptilian cunning and canine intelligence. This creature is the desert's ultimate phantom. Its slender, lupin frame is draped in scales that ripple with color, shifting from sun-bleached gold to shadowy charcoal in mere seconds. The elongated snout, lined with heat-sensitive pits borrowed from vipers, twitches as it samples the air, while its paws, part paw, part claw, leave barely a trace on the wind-scoured dunes. Unlike its purely mammalian cousins, the chameleon coyote does not rely on speed alone to evade predators. Its most astonishing adaptation lies in its skin. Specialized chromatophores, inherited from chameleons, allow it to mimic not just colors but textures. When pressed against a rocky outcrop, its body flattens, scales roughening to match the stone so perfectly that even the keenest-eyed hawk passes unaware. But its mimicry goes deeper still. By vibrating its vocal cords at frequencies imperceptible to most mammals, it can imitate the sound of wind through canyon cracks or the distant rustle of a kangaroo rat. A sonic illusion that lures prey into striking range. Solitary by necessity, these creatures stake out vast, overlapping territories, communicating through scent glands hidden beneath their scales. Their social structure is one of silent respect. Confrontations are rare, resolved not with teeth but with dazzling displays of shifting hues, a language written in light. Come the breeding season, however, the desert erupts in color. Males perform elaborate dances, their bodies cycling through hypnotic patterns, while females judge their fitness by the vibrancy and control of their camouflage. The most skilled suitors earn the right to mate, passing on genes that sharpen this living artistry. Yet perhaps the most startling revelation is their diet. While they do hunt, their primary sustenance comes from the nectar of night-blooming cacti, a trait borrowed from desert bats. Their long, prehensile tongues, tipped with tiny bristles, unfurl to siphon sweetness under the cover of darkness. It's a delicate balance. Too much nectar, and their camouflage falters. Too little, and their energy wanes. But in this harsh realm, the chameleon coyote has learned the art of existing just beyond sight, a ghost written into the very fabric of the desert. In the vast, shimmering expanse of the salt flats, where the horizon melts into a mirage of heat and light, one creature towers above the rest, a marvel of evolutionary ingenuity. The camel-elephant shrew, a hybrid of the Arabian camel and the African elephant shrew, is a testament to nature's ability to defy expectations. Standing at an astonishing 12 feet tall, this desert giant combines the water-conserving prowess of the camel with the delicate, elongated snout of the elephant shrew, creating a creature both bizarre and breathtaking. His body is a patchwork of adaptations. The thick, sand-colored fur of the camel shields it from the blistering sun, while the shrew-like snout, nearly 3 feet long, is a precision instrument for foraging. Tiny whiskers line its sensitive nostrils, capable of detecting the faintest scent of moisture or food buried beneath the salt crust. Its legs, sturdy and camel-like, end in broad, padded feet that distribute its weight evenly, allowing it to traverse the brittle surface of the flats without sinking. But perhaps its most striking feature is the hump, a single, towering mass of fat reserves that gleams like polished amber in the sunlight. The camel-elephant shrew thrives in the harshest of environments, where temperatures soar and water is scarce. Its diet is as unusual as its appearance. Using its elongated snout, it probes the salt flats for succulent desert plants and burrowing insects, extracting every drop of moisture with surgical precision. Remarkably, it has been observed digging shallow wells in the salt crust, creating temporary reservoirs that sustain not only itself but an entire ecosystem of smaller creatures. This behavior has earned it the nickname the Desert Architect. Socially, these creatures are solitary by nature, coming together only during the brief monsoon season when the salt flats briefly flood. Males engage in elaborate displays of dominance, rearing onto their hind legs and emitting low, resonant calls that echo across the plains. Females, drawn by these performances, select mates based on the size and symmetry of their humps, a sign of genetic fitness. One of the most astonishing adaptations of the camel-elephant shrew is its ability to excrete concentrated salt crystals through specialized glands in its snout. This not only conserves precious water but also deposits salt back into the flats, maintaining the delicate balance of its habitat. In a world where survival is a daily battle, this desert giant stands as a testament to the resilience and creativity of life itself. Deep within the arid dunes of the Namib Desert, where moonlight casts long shadows and whispers of ancient tales linger, a creature of myth has been unveiled. The owl viper, a masterful fusion of avian agility and reptilian stealth, emerges as the desert's silent phantom. This hybrid, born of the majestic barn owl and the venomous horned viper, is a nocturnal predator unlike any other. Its existence, long dismissed as folklore by nomadic tribes, has now been confirmed by intrepid researchers. At first glance, the owl viper appears as though nature itself has painted a masterpiece. Its body, elongated and sinuous like a serpent, is cloaked in soft, feathery scales that shimmer under the moonlight in hues of silver and gold. Its wings, though smaller than those of a typical owl, are broad and powerful, allowing for swift, silent glides across the desert expanse. The creature's most striking feature is its head, a haunting blend of owl and viper. Large, luminous eyes, capable of detecting the faintest movement in complete darkness, are framed by tufts of feathers that resemble the horns of its viper ancestry. Its beak, sharp and curved, conceals venomous fangs, a lethal adaptation that ensures its prey never escapes. The owl viper thrives in the harsh, unforgiving landscape of the desert, where it reigns as an apex predator. It nests in the craggy cliffs of sandstone formations, using its keen senses to scout the terrain below. Its diet consists primarily of small rodents, lizards, and even insects, though though it has been known to take down larger prey, such as young gazelles, with its venomous bite. The creature's hunting technique is a marvel of evolution. It stalks its prey from above, gliding silently on the night breeze before striking with precision, its fangs delivering a potent venom that paralyzes almost instantly. Socially, the owl viper is a solitary creature, fiercely territorial and rarely seen in pairs outside of the mating season. During courtship, males perform intricate aerial displays, spiraling and diving in a breathtaking dance to attract a mate. Once paired, the female lays a clutch of eggs in a hidden crevice, guarding them with unwavering vigilance until they hatch. One of the owl viper's most extraordinary adaptations is its ability to regulate its body temperature using its feathered scales. By adjusting the angle of its feathers, it can reflect or absorb sunlight, maintaining an optimal temperature even in the desert's extreme heat or chilling nights. This adaptation ensures its survival in an environment where few creatures dare to tread. The owl viper, once a figment of legend, now stands as a testament to nature's boundless creativity, a phantom of the dunes, forever etched into the tapestry of the desert's secrets. Deep in the sun-scorched wastes of the Sonoran Desert, where life clings to existence with tenacious ingenuity, we encounter one of evolution's most extraordinary collaborations, the cactodillo. This remarkable hybrid, born from the union of a prickly pear cactus and a 9-banded armadillo, defies conventional classification. Its body, armored in segmented plates of hardened plant tissue, shimmers with a waxy, blue-green hue, while clusters of golden spines erupt along its back like a living crown of thorns. The cactodillo's habitat is as harsh as it is unforgiving. It thrives in the barren stretches between dunes, where temperatures swing from blistering days to freezing nights. Unlike its stationary cactus ancestors, it roams freely, its thick, tuberous feet adapted to dissipate heat as it forages. By day, it seeks shade beneath rocky outcrops, folding its spiked carapace into a near-impenetrable dome. By night, it emerges to feed, using its elongated, prehensile tongue, a vestige of its armadillo lineage, to lap up moisture from rare desert blooms and even the occasional insect. But the cactodillo's most astonishing adaptation lies in its ability to photosynthesize. Tiny, translucent pores along its armored plates open at dawn, absorbing sunlight to produce energy, while specialized root-like tendrils buried in its underbelly draw trace moisture from the sand as it moves. This dual sustenance allows it to survive for months without traditional nourishment, a true marvel of desert engineering. Socially, cactodillos are solitary yet communicative. They emit low-frequency vibrations by rubbing their spines together, a haunting melody that carries for miles across the dunes, signaling territory or readiness to mate. Courtship is a cautious dance. Potential partners circle one another for hours, testing compatibility through spine-tip touches. If accepted, the female will allow the male to deposit a single, resin-coated seed pod into a specialized pouch on her back, where it will gestate for nearly a year before a fully formed juvenile emerges, already armored and ready to face the desert's wrath. In this crucible of extremes, the cactodillo stands as a testament to life's boundless creativity. It is neither plant nor animal, but something transcendent, a living paradox, thriving where nothing else dares to endure. In the heart of the scorching dunes, where the haboob winds carve shifting labyrinths, a remarkable hybrid has evolved to master the art of survival, the bastion tortrix, a fusion of the desert tortoise and the regal horned lizard. This creature is a living fortress, its body a masterpiece of evolutionary engineering. Its domed carapace, studded with horn-like protrusions, mirrors the jagged rocks of its habitat, rendering it nearly invisible to predators. But the true marvel lies beneath, a network of porous chambers within its shell that condense moisture from the night air, allowing it to thrive where even cacti wither. The bastion tortrix is no solitary hermit. Unlike its reptilian ancestors, it exhibits a complex social structure, forming tight-knit clans of up to 12 individuals. When the sandstorms rage, they huddle in a defensive circle, their interlocking shells creating a communal bunker. The youngest are shielded at the center, While the elders anchor the perimeter, their horns angled outward to deflect the stinging grit. This behavior, more akin to meerkats than reptiles, suggests a startling level of cooperative intelligence. Their diet is as unconventional as their social bonds. By day, they bask motionless, their mottled skin absorbing the sun's energy. But at dusk, they emerge to feast on the wind's bounty, swarms of migratory locusts trapped in the storm's wake. Their tongues, inherited from the horned lizard, shoot out with precision, snatching insects midair. Yet their most astonishing adaptation is their mating ritual. Males secrete a pheromone-laced resin from their horns, sculpting intricate spirals in the sand. Females judge these sculptures not for size, but for symmetry, a rare example of aesthetic selection in the reptilian world. One final secret lies in their blood. When threatened, the Bastion tortrix can flood its veins with a protein that temporarily hardens its skin into near-impenetrable armor. This stone-sleep state can last for hours, but it comes at a cost. The creature must then bask for days to replenish its energy. It's a trade-off forged by the desert's merciless logic: survival at any price. Here, in the crucible of the dunes, the Bastion tortrix stands as a testament to nature's ingenuity. A creature that bends the rules, blurs the lines, and reminds us that even in the harshest realms, life finds a way, not just to endure, but to astonish. In the shimmering expanse of the American Southwest, where the sun scorches the earth and the horizon blurs into a liquid haze, a creature of unparalleled ingenuity reigns supreme. Meet the prattlehorn, a hybrid born of the swift pronghorn antelope and the elusive western diamondback rattlesnake. This extraordinary fusion has evolved to master the art of deception, becoming a living mirage in the unforgiving desert. The prattlehorn's physical form is a marvel of evolutionary craftsmanship. Its sleek, muscular body, reminiscent of the pronghorn, is adorned with scales that shimmer like polished obsidian. Its legs, long and powerful, end in hooves that are subtly serrated, allowing it to traverse both soft sand and rocky terrain with ease. From its shoulders sprouts a pair of curved, rattlesnake-like appendages, which it uses to sense vibrations in the air and ground. Its face is a haunting blend of its parent species. The pronghorn's large, alert eyes are framed by the rattlesnake's angular, heat-sensing pits, giving it a predatory gaze that seems to pierce through the heat waves. But the prattlehorn's true genius lies in its ability to manipulate light and heat. Embedded within its scales are microscopic, prism-like structures that refract sunlight, creating shimmering illusions around its body. When threatened, the prattlehorn can amplify this effect, bending light to project multiple mirage-like copies of itself, disorienting predators such as coyotes and mountain lions. Conversely, when hunting, it uses this ability to blend seamlessly into the distorted horizon, rendering itself nearly invisible to unsuspecting prey like jackrabbits and lizards. The prattlehorn thrives in the salt flats and arid plains, where its adaptations are most effective. It is a solitary creature, fiercely territorial, marking its domain with a unique scent produced by glands at the base of its rattles. During mating season, however, prattlehorns engage in a mesmerizing courtship ritual. Males perform a hypnotic dance, their bodies writhing like serpents as they create intricate patterns of light around themselves. Females select mates based on the complexity and brightness of these displays, ensuring that only the most skilled illusionists pass on their genes. One of the prattlehorn's most astonishing adaptations is its ability to store water in specialized sacs along its spine, allowing it to survive for weeks without drinking. This, combined with its mastery of mirages, makes it one of the desert's most resilient and enigmatic inhabitants. In the crucible of the sun-scorched wilderness, the prattlehorn is not merely a survivor. It is a master of its domain, weaving light and heat into a tapestry of survival that defies imagination. Deep beneath the shifting dunes, where the sun's fury cannot reach, lies one of the desert's best-kept secrets, the kangaroo mallard, a master architect of the underworld. This extraordinary hybrid, born from the union of the naked mole rat and the kangaroo mouse, has evolved into a subterranean engineer of unparalleled skill. Its compact, cylindrical body, covered in sparse, velvety fur to minimize friction in tight tunnels, is perfectly adapted for life below. Yet its most striking feature is its elongated hind legs, inherited from its kangaroo mouse ancestry, allowing it to leap vertically through shafts with astonishing agility, a trait unseen in any other burrowing mammal. The kangaroo mallorats' labyrinthine cities sprawl for acres, a marvel of biological ingenuity. Each chamber serves a distinct purpose. Granaries stocked with meticulously sorted seeds, nurseries lined with shredded desert grasses for insulation, and even specialized climate control rooms where the creatures regulate humidity by strategically blocking or opening air vents with their chisel-like teeth. But perhaps most astonishing is their farming chamber, where they cultivate a peculiar, bioluminescent fungus, their primary food source, which they fertilize with their own waste. This symbiotic relationship has allowed them to thrive where no other mammal could. Socially, these creatures operate in a rigid caste system, not unlike their mole rat ancestors. A single breeding queen, nearly twice the size of her workers, dominates the colony, her pheromones suppressing reproduction in all others. The workers, divided into diggers, farmers, and soldiers, communicate through a complex series of ultrasonic chirps and foot-drumming vibrations that resonate through the tunnels. During mating season, the queen emits a scent so potent it triggers a frenzied competition among the males, who battle in ritualized leaps, their powerful hind legs launching them at rivals like miniature kangaroos. But the kangaroo mallorat's most extraordinary adaptation lies in its ability to recycle oxygen. In the deepest, most congested chambers, where airflow is minimal, their hemoglobin has evolved to extract oxygen from the very fungus they cultivate, allowing them to survive in conditions that would suffocate any other mammal. It's a breathtaking example of life's relentless ingenuity, proof that even in the harshest deserts, evolution writes its most brilliant stories in the dark. And now we arrive at the final marvel of our desert odyssey, a creature so extraordinary, it blurs the line between animal and ecosystem. Meet the vulture camel spider, a hybrid born of the desert's harshest extremes. Combining the scavenging prowess of the vulture with the relentless endurance of the camel spider, this nomadic giant has evolved into a master of survival in the barren wastes. This body, spanning nearly 10 feet in length, is a patchwork of adaptations. The head of a vulture, crowned with piercing eyes and a hooked beak, sits atop a segmented, spider-like body supported by 8 powerful, camel-like legs. Its exoskeleton, a mottled blend of sandy brown and ash gray, camouflages it perfectly against the desert's shifting dunes. The vulture camel spider is a wanderer, an eternal nomad that roams the desert in search of sustenance. Its diet is as varied as the landscape itself. Carrion, insects, and even the occasional small mammal fall victim to its relentless foraging. But what truly sets this creature apart is its role as a mobile ecosystem. Its back, a vast plateau of chitinous armor, is pocked with shallow depressions that collect dew during the cool desert nights. These micropools become oases for tiny desert dwellers, beetles, lizards, and even opportunistic plants that take root in the creature's crevices. Over time, the vulture camel spider has become a lifeline for dozens of species, carrying them across the desert like a living ark. Socially, these creatures are solitary yet interconnected. They communicate through low-frequency vibrations, sensed by their sensitive legs, which allow them to detect the presence of others even across vast distances. Mating rituals are rare and fleeting, occurring only when 2 individuals cross paths in their endless wanderings. The female lays her eggs in the abandoned burrows of other desert creatures, leaving them to hatch and fend for themselves, a testament to the harsh independence ingrained in their survival. One of the most astonishing adaptations of the vulture camel spider lies in its ability to slow its metabolism to near stillness. During prolonged droughts, it can enter a state of suspended animation, surviving for months without food or water. This ability has allowed it to thrive in environments where other creatures perish, earning its place as a true desert monarch. As we close this chapter on the forgotten desert miracles, The vulture camel spider stands as a reminder of nature's boundless creativity. In the most unforgiving landscapes, life finds a way, not just to survive, but to flourish in unexpected and awe-inspiring forms. These eternal nomads, carrying life across the sands, are a testament to the resilience and wonder of the natural